Leadership has always demanded performance, but today the demands are different. More complexity, more information, more consequential decisions, less separation between professional responsibility and personal capacity. The question is no longer simply, can you perform? The question is, can you sustain the capacity required to lead? Back to back meetings, phone notifications, travel, late night laptop, executive reviewing documents. Most leadership development focuses on what executives do: strategy, communication, finance, innovation, execution. Far less attention is given to the human system responsible for doing it all. Your energy influences your presence. Your recovery influences your resilience. Your cognitive capacity influences how you process complexity. And the habits you build today can influence how effectively you are able to lead tomorrow. Longevity in this context isn't simply about adding years, it's about protecting the capacity within those years. Executive longevity requires a different framework, not another temporary wellness challenge, not optimization for optimization, and not chasing every new longevity trend. It requires understanding the evidence, identifying what matters, and translating that knowledge into sustainable leadership practices: sleep, movement, strength, nutrition, recovery, stress regulation, relationships, cognitive performance, and the systems that make healthy decisions easier to sustain when leadership demands increase. That is why we're launching the Executive Longevity Lab beginning Monday, September 14th. The lab will bring together leaders who want to examine longevity through the lens of executive capacity. This is a space to learn, to evaluate, to ask better questions, and to turn evidence informed longevity principles into practical strategies that support sustainable performance. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is greater awareness, stronger systems, and better decisions about one of your organization's most important assets: your capacity to lead. Because leadership longevity matters beyond the individual. When leaders have greater capacity, they can bring greater intention to the decisions they make, the people they lead, and the institutions they serve. Imagine approaching the next decade of leadership not simply asking, how much more can I accomplish? But what capacity will I need to become the leader the next decade requires? That is a different conversation, and it's one worth having now. The Executive Longevity Lab begins Monday, September 14th. If you're an executive, founder, senior public sector leader, or decision maker who wants to build greater capacity for the years ahead, join the waitlist today. Your next chapter of leadership shouldn't be built at the expense of your long term capacity. Build the capacity to lead.